down some of these heroes on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas.
Oh yeah, anybody dies that gets caught by an orchid. If they're by themselves, at least, right?
Aaron Saberlight here top. Oh, Swashbuckler doing a lot of damage.
Does he have a... What's he going for on Pango? So he's got arcanes. He's kind of fallen off a little bit in terms of... Not gonna be enough.
Seems to always be ready with that tornado.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know how many points in class it is to stop. I think it might be 4 on Iceberg.
Avalanche toss with the wall down, and they commit the wall. They've got the cold snap. Roger going over to try and pick up the regen. There's the vacuum back. He still picks it up. Pull the smash on the 3, but it won't matter. They'll get the kill onto Iceberg and Roger. Grab themselves a little bit of a net worth lead.
Again, it's right. Vulcan 6 of these 8 kills so far. It's just really getting like stuck in here, and he's only 1,000 gold away from his blink at 10 minutes in. But this guy's farming so well. He has Tranquil Stick on top of that. Remember, like it's not just brown boots. So, Era smokes up here. He's just going to look for more again. I think he really wants to find V2. It's his idea. But
EMP down on Roger. EMP won't hit, but the tornado was there. Supreme, he's starting to recover pretty well.
It's another deep ward done on the Tiny as well.
Right under that smoke. Or under that ward was that smoke.
I think that kill on Iceberg before was really important, by the way. Because we were saying, how he was going to get such a quick orchid time. That one death like slows his orchid down by at least a minute, right?
Really changed the game. He'd have that orchid now instead of later, but general, he'll end up getting the kill on his Saberlight. Solo kill onto the Dark Soon.
It's a lot
It's Tiny Era magnetized and trying to run, but eventually he'll fall on Iceberg. They put their attention on Roger. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, bottom with a +1 up top. Iceberg survives, he gets a kill, and that pushes him very close to the Orchid.
And you have to remember that at the same time as well, Beach is just farming away in the mid lane, right? Nobody's stopping him. He's told game, he died once spot lane, but I mean, that doesn't really count. He has the double iron talent to work with as well because of the neutral iron.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Things looking really good so far for Platinum Moon, but I think Ninja's a bit...
Yes!
They really need to blink on the Tiny. I think on Ninjas. I'd like to see them give Tiny some farm priority somewhere just for a couple of minutes. Mid.
Binding.
He has his Mjolnir finished on, sorry not Mjolnir, Maelstrom on our quarterly. So he's still just chipping away, finding his farm, and we talked about how good this quarter core matchup is Arc versus TB. I think there's going to be so much pressure on this Darkseer and Tiny to find the Arc Warden in the backline, because if they don't, I mean, he's just going to just tear through their whole team. Yeah. These two wards, by the way, from Nip that they got down before with the Tiny Smoke have been so good.
Yeah.
They've spotted so many rotations coming towards this mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now they see them starting to walk bot as well under the ward, so Misha's going to start to run away. It's giving them so much information. Yeah. 14-minute rings about to spawn though as well. Arcane bot. Oh my god.
Roger and Iceberg, that gets picked up. That can't happen.
That's a really nice play from Supreme, though. And he recognized it where it was going to be like so important. He saw the activists.
Been nice for him, and he does have this Orchid. Having that Orchid in the arcane room would have been massive for him. We'll say V2 just continue to farm away. He's got this Maelstrom. And working towards Boots of Travel. Do you think he commits to the Boots of Travel or goes
Good question. Hang on, there's a
kill on the bank, toss him up in the air, infinite shot does the last blow.
They want to enchant it, so they're going to take illusion.
Move over to take this tier 1.
I think you probably go beyond before you get the ATs, I imagine. I'm not really an arc player. I guess the BAT allows you to split push lanes a lot more, so that's probably the way they look at it. Just still level 6 at 15 minutes on Earth Spirit. Wow. Yeah, he does get the ATs.
Getting some distance, only the iceberg.
Well, remember from the tiny, so he just pulled in on top of him.
Yeah, no, +1. He was on a fly. He's under the towers through here. There's not much. He tries to saw his way out, but they hit the avalanche anyway, and the right click comes in from Char to finish him off.
They want the enchant. They want the illusion. He's running away. Swashbuckle, that comes in. Okay. They'll at least get a 1. V2 comes in with a Tempest double. Roger trying to refund the Magnetize as much as he can. Picks it up again, but there's the Sunder. Magnetize might take out the Enchantress. General goes in and finishes him off. He's got that Blink Dagger. Iceberg comes all the way through. And now, with the Sunder, they've got the toss, but perfect to keep this Terrorblade alive, and now they try to get the Tiny and Will. So 3 heroes out on the side of the pajamas, but a Moon Mill. You know, it was Iceberg dying at the beginning of that fight. And we have to remember that all these fights are 4 versus 5. It feels so much like yesterday when Legion was just free firing on more for 2 games, and he eventually just won them the game.
Spots General. They've also got Misha coming over. Swashbuckle away instead, but they've got the enchant. They'll have the damage. He's not been fast enough to walk into that Sunstrike.
And the problem is he can't take the haste swing there straight away because then Edge just purges it off.
Yep.
So basically just accept his death there, unfortunately. Ooh, Grove Bow. I wonder if they give that to Evoker or Ench instead. It's a nice Nether short game as well for the Tiny, who is 50 gold away from his Blink.
Which it was slowed down a significant amount. I felt like he was going to get it a little bit quicker.
Yeah, it did, but at the same time, like they've just been fighting non-stop. But now look at Veach's net worth in comparison to Charlie's. Like he's 20% up already.
Yeah.
And he has the Hyperstone now on top of the DOTs and the Maelstrom, so almost has that Mjolnir.
I like the Blink Dagger first big item for Angler, honestly. I think it disrupts the fight quite a bit.
Yeah, he's just full utility this game. Like he has 2 greedy cores, and the Storm and the Arc Warden. Yeah, Arc Warden
Roger vacuum back to get the kill on the Earth. The always want to fight when you want to, unfortunately. Though it ends up being both of them. Charging one last quick. I think it went on to a neutral instead of the Tiny.
Okay, so question now: meta on Nips, what can they get done with this, right? Like, because again, Beecham wasn't actually in that fight still. Like he was kind of hanging around just in case, but like, they've used their spells here. What do they get from this? Can they like take objectives? That fight would have been an absolute disaster though if that Rolling Thunder hadn't have come through at the time it did.
Yeah. It's very good Rolling Thunder. Look at where Ninja's Pajamas are playing. So deep inside the jungle.
They know they have to start trying to pressure him. Yeah, the problem is now they have no meta, so it's much more difficult for them to take out. Trying to find kills.
Can't do so.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be okay there. With the cold snap. Secure.
Stupendous! Stupendous!
Really a huge amount of
Ninja Pajamas doing a very good job of going around the map and just getting pickoff after pickoff. Now they head towards the top of the beach and they find out who's on flying. That's because they come to the ball line. You get the electric vortex now off of Harry. They get the kill. Misha now some right clicks. They put his shots through on his bench. And trying to get the kill. Eventually will. Blast is out. The right click damage not enough to get the kill onto the Enchantress. Supreme's forward on this though. Dual ball lightning and the vortex. It's a bad spot for him to go in. He's in trouble though. Yo, V-Tune, they've got the vacuum back in the wall with these infinite shots. So much damage, especially with that alacrity. Eventually they kill this Enchantress. They've got the rolling thunder as well as the blink, so now they magnetize. They'll stop the TP from Supreme. They get that. Coming from behind with Saberlight. Now Era's here. Should back back being used. General Swash from the other side of Roche. That mech, sipping on the bottle, blinks away. Swashbuckle in a second, he's made the distance, he gets out.
And again, they pop meta on him. That fight felt so forced by Flighty Moon. Then all of a sudden, like, Ultimate dies, but then they just turn up and General just goes to town again. Yeah. He's going to have the Greenips relatively soon as well, which will be really nice this game, especially because Invoker's almost finished his Orchid. So these items are starting to align here. But again, like look at the net worths now in comparison to the according to the TV. He's almost 4,000 though. Like, it's getting harder and harder for Nip, which is why you see they're trying really hard to make these aggressive plays on the map. But they're not getting objectives. They're just finding kills.
Old screens. Now they come over to look for Iceberg. Still just a 1k lead, but V-Tune saved up so much gold and finally buys out of the D-Edge, going into the MK net. Scotty. Moving forward, Avalanche, they found him. Goes in the dome, vacuum back, and the by Tempest doubling and the kill onto this Arc Warden. This is exactly what they wanted the entire time, and they finally find it.
Huge kill. That's the first time they've killed him in like 20 minutes, like just under. So biggest kill on the map they could have found. Iceberg's going to try and go mid, but he misses the hit onto the Tiny before Tiny blinks away. It's looking decent from this at the moment. They're going to have this Guardian on the TV relatively soon, but they need the MKB, I think, more than anything to be able to find this magnetic field right now on the Arc, because he's going to be so strong when he gets this MKB. But the TB's kind of like an item behind at this point.
General, silence before you get the rolling thunder.
It's actually just Sable's getting so many assists as well.
From the infinite shot, they get the kill on Iceberg, they'll find a turn, always want to fly.
This is crazy though. I don't know, Iceberg had a really good start to this game, and it feels like he's just died 4 times in a row without really achieving anything.
Yeah.
That's insane, and they're just going to go high ground. Wow. And Arc Warden's not there, he has no TP.
They've got meta to work with. The tier 3 is in trouble. Tier 3 is not in trouble.
The clone died just before it got magnetic field off as well. They're just going to lose racks. What happened in like the last 2 minutes of this game?
All they needed was that one catch.
Yeah, I mean, reaching TP top when he like respawns, General dies bot, Iceberg dies mid, they lose a Rax. All of a sudden the game's just turned on its head. And any kind of Rax you can get against Arc Warden is massive as well. Or like any structure. So that's huge from it.
We'll say luckily for Fly to Moon, they have tier 1 top and a tier 2 mid, but that is not looking good. And Ninjas of Pajamas doing a very good job in this game thus far.
Balance the scale. Immortality is mine!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What'd I miss? precious bounty.
Cloners.
Let the fun begin.
Easiest money of my life!
Let the fun begin.
They can't see what's happening, but Roger does die, and with the damage from the TV coming through, they're actually found the real... Oh no, it's the clone again. Oh my god, I keep getting debated by the clone. Holy crap.
Easiest money of my life!
Oh no, he has nullifier. Keep.
Easiest money of my life! Lakad patatoy!
Normally.
Don't be mad.
Easiest money of my life!
Well-gotten gains.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It looks like it is going to be the Axe upgrade. Okay, so I wonder who like. Looks like they gave it to the Darkseid. Okay. Charlie's gone. Age is dead. Oh my goodness. I mean, that fight was crazy. They had the Arc Warden just almost instantly killed the TV. He managed to get Sunder off, but this Arc Warden's doing so much damage, and they need to get on top of the Arc in the fight. If they don't get on top of the Arc's going to kill them. Like, it's as simple as that. It reminds me of like a sniper in the backline. So you have to find a way of getting to it. And it doesn't matter what all the other heroes are doing. If you don't kill the Arc, the fights are really hard. I think they can just lose a set of racks here on net. Like, I don't think if they use the buyback on TB, it's a disaster. Like, they just need to hold it. Yeah, they have to. But well, I don't think they'll even lose a set here at this rate. It's gonna be close. There's a repair kit as well. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. I mean, they just lost the Aegis in the fight before, but that always happens when you rejoin a lobby. I hate that. Again, another visual bug. He went Greaves, Blink, Refresher. It was crazy. I'd say it didn't work out the way they would have liked. I think it's probably the best way of saying that. You know, they lost 2 sets of racks, but they kept getting picked off, and then they gave away second Roche and kind of pushed towards Nip favor. But now at this point, if you look at how the net worth has just completely changed after that last fight, it was almost 50-50 again. They're probably, you know, towards Nip favor still, I would say. I think this Terrorblade is still really strong, and again, their supports are really farmed. I think that's where a lot of the difference comes. This Arc Warden obviously the most farmed here on the map, but he is 6 slotted now, so you know, Viju's not going to get any stronger really. I mean, he can get a rapier, but both these carries. You're back. It's fine. Fine. Absolutely fine. Everybody gave me a 10 out of 10, didn't you, chat? It was fine. That's because I banned everybody that said 1. There's 2 ways you can go about things. I feel like the cores are almost getting as like strong as they're gonna get, right? They're almost slotted, pretty much. The question for me is like, it's not down to items and things anymore. It's all down to play. That's why I feel like it's very, very 50-50. Nip are getting slightly favoured still, I would say. But there's a DD on the Terrorblade here that gets bottled up, though. This could be the kind of game changer here for Nip. Again, they have the field to worry about from the Arc Warden. they can find the hero. Lane, poked up. Away. And again, that's kind of good for Fly to be in there, right? Because they pop the meta and far away from their base. So half duration got already. I love that there's an Alpha Wolf just following TB around as well. 550. So they didn't get anything with the meta until Ice Smoke dies right at the end of the duration of it. That's very sad for Fly to me, but yeah, really well played by Nip. And again, this Invoker Hex, ever since he's bought it, feels like it's paid off massive. Found so many pickoffs with this in side lanes with the Fly 2 cores trying to just push lanes out and things. Here comes General though. Oh, he flees away. They might be able to find Ice Smoke here. He's not got very much mana to work with. Sableye has Blink Vacuum. Oh, the AoE surge. Oh, God, I forgot about this. I mean, yeah, without Ice Smoke, how do they hold it? I mean, Meta's up in 30. General. I mean, Roshan's about to spawn again, but I feel like you really want to make the most of this. They've taken the third Roshan, this will be the fourth. It's Refresher and Eggs, yeah. The core beach. I mean, Arc Warden's still alive, but without the supporting cast. It's looking pretty well. Look at this wall as well. Look at the wall in the base.